This is the system actually. It's built on the top of Oracle technologies. It's on the OCI of Oracle, and it's here in Saudi Arabia. It's hosted by data center in Saudi Arabia. So the system actually consists of more than 45 applications, okay, which is serve mainly the CMMS and other other aspects as well. Okay. I'm going to log in with this user. Now this is the main page for this applications. You will see all the subscriptions applications there, and but it's also served by AI and integrated also with the Zaka second phase, and there are too many applications there. What we will talk about today is about the CAFM system and AIM system and CMMS system, which is this applications. This app actually consists of 22 modules to serve the company regarding to its facility and its assets. Now, first of all, this is the dashboard where you can see all the major activities in the system. You're going to see all the activities on the map, and this fully customized. This is the menu. The idea here, or the journey, start with that you can define unlimited facility. So you can, for example, define a station, you can define a building, you can define airport terminals, whatever your facility, you can define it here, okay? And in each facilities, okay, let's say this is the petrol station or whatever, you will take the type of facility and also the name, the altitude, the longitude, and you have opportunities actually to classify this facility based on your classifications. And also you can define the issues. We mean about issues here, the operations that you can define on this facility, okay? For example, mechanical condition based, whatever is the operation, which is preventive maintenance, corrective maintenance, reactive maintenance, normal operations, whatever, you can define it, and you can define and implement unlimited operations on this facility. Also, you can here define the assets inside this facility. For example, if I'm in the petrol stations and there is a pump, water pump, for example, I can define this water pump inside this facility. And the facility has its operation as well as the assets has its operation. Also, we have the department. The department here is the department that serve this facility and their assets. For example, if I have a station, let's say in Medina, so it's served by this department and this employee. However, maybe I will have a station in Jeddah or Riyadh served by other department and other team. Also here we have a stakeholder. We mean about the stakeholder, the people who will be notified by SMS, WhatsApp, and email and push notification when something happened in this facility or their assets. So, for example, if there is maintenance operation there, when we create a maintenance operation there, the system will send notifications to all those stakeholders who's involving in this facility and their assets. The reason here is that for fast response, for example, if I request a ticket or something happened, so the request here or the response here will be very fast. Also here we have the attributes, and this is amazing features in our system where you can define any piece of data. Static data here, you can say that's the total area, and you can define as much data as you would like, which is any type of data. This allows you to keep any kind of information regarding to this facility and these assets. This is the first type. The second type, which is variable and accumulative meters. The idea here is that you can define a measurement, okay? That measurement can be linking with smart devices. For example, we have here electricity consumption measurements. So I can define electricity consumption, okay? And I can give it initial value. Then I can record the electricity consumption within a period, this month and next month and so on. And also I can link this measurement with a smart device. Smart device that connect, for example, the electricity consumptions to send it automatically by Internet of Things to the system. Also, this is one type. The other type is the threshold measurement, which is allow you, for example, this temperatures you want to keep, for example, this facility or this room or whatever, between temperature 20 and 40, for example, and the optimal is 28, and the unit of measure is Celsius. Then you can, after you define this measurement, you can record the temperatures to see if the temperatures going up rather than what you defined in the threshold, the system will take action. And also, we can link this measurement with the smart devices through Internet of Things, and you can get the data automatically from the smart devices. This is the second type, okay? Now you can, from this measurement, you can define, for example, this is a temperature, you can define the humidity, you can define as much as you want, okay? This is the second one. The third one, which is work with motion sensor and presence sensor. This sensor, or this is working with the true-false value. There is a smoke or no smoke. There is a fire, no fire. There is someone walking around, so I will turn off the light and turn on the light. And this measurement is based on the true-false, and it's working with presence sensor and motion sensor. Now, this functionalities is turn on the smart devices to be functional within your facility and your assets. So this is turn actually the facility and the assets to the smart facilities. And also you can define as much as you want from this three type of measurement. The third type, which is star rating type. If you would like, for example, to say that I would like to make a measurement for cleanance, for example. So I'll define star rating, okay? And I will start tracking the cleanance in the station. So was it clean? not clean, that's all you can see it on the time. This is an attribute. Then you have the history. Here you see all the requests that has been requested on this facility and its assets. And also you can see the work order that responds to this request. Also, you can see the warehouses that serve these facilities from spare part. And also, you have the operational plan here. I'm going back to operational plan. I'll skip it, but this is for each facility and each asset. Also, you have the files. You can keep any type of files, pictures, videos, manuals, whatever files you would like to keep it, you can keep it. Then you have here the QR code. This QR code, when you scan this QR code, okay, you will find your facilities there in the page, and you can submit a ticket or request, for example, for reactive maintenance, for example. Okay. Now, how the system is react when a ticket submitted? Okay, it's react for something called a work order. Okay. Now, what is great about our system here is that you can design your work order based on the situation on the ground. I'm going to choose here a work order, completed work order. This work order is completed. And let's see what's the story behind this work order. Okay. Now, the journey starts here with something called work flow path. Here is you can define the workflow charts where you will be specify how much step you want for this kind of maintenance to be work on the ground. For example, this work order will go to someone who look for this issue, and then he will be submitted to the contractor or the person who will be execute this work. Then he will be submitted to someone who will be approved this job. Okay. Now, question here: can I design my workflow path here? The answer is yes. You can put as much as you want steps, parallel sequence. You can design it without any writing piece of code. The user who will be specified this. This is the template or the path for work order, for the specific work order. Now let's see what's the scene here. The work order, now the first person received the work order. Okay, he adds some procedures, adds something, and then he submitted. He signed here. Then he submitted to number two. So number two, he reviewed the work order, and he found something is wrong. Now we have here a channels for all people in this work order to be chatting. So number two discovers something missing in the first step. Then he sent you for number one, you forget to put something, and he reject the work order. Okay, and then the work order goes again to number one. At this time, the person who will work for first step add what's missing. Then he submitted to number two. Number two did the work and submitted to number three in in this workflow path and the work order finish. Now let's have a look to the capabilities of the work orders. First of all, you can put procedures. So in the oil and gas, sometimes you have to follow procedures based on the maintenance or whatever, okay? So you can put and define procedures. Also, you can define the relationship between the procedures. Start to start, start to finish, finish to finish, all these kind of things. Also, you can request a manpower. I need someone, a technicians for 2 hours. So you can request the manpower here as well. Also, you can add a checklist and you can add a quality checklist, and this quality checklist integrated with quality control module here in this system. Also, you can request materials from inventory. You need something, you need paint, you need anything, so you can request it. Also, you have here a timesheet, which I think, guys, you need these features. Those people, when they working on the field, we have a mobile applications called on-field applications. When number one, for example, start working, the system will count the actual work. And also, I know where he was. So in the map, I can see where is where he were when he starting the work. Okay, let me show. See, you can see his in the map. So these features actually give you like a governance and compliance on the field. Also, as I mentioned here, you have the activities, all people is signed in and all these kind of things. And also you can have the ability to upload a file or pictures or videos about the things. You can link work order to another work order. You can define the failure and downtime, the failure mode, failure reason, date, effects, all these kind of things. You can also record the condition monitoring, and also you can add any expenses in this cost and this work order, and also you can do the risk assessment in this work order. After work order is finished, there is something called the resolutions or the report. A report, PDF report, that system will be generated to document all the activities here that we mentioned, the request, the report about the resolution, what they do, also the procedures that has been done, the timesheet, the signing, the chatting between the teams, and picture of the problem and picture of the solution. Now this is dummy pictures for demonstrations, okay? So this is the scene behind the work order. After you finish work order, you can see statistics about the work order, when the work order starts, when finish, when all these kind of things. Now I'm going to talk about operational plan. Now, in our system that you can do operational plan in just, let's say, less than 2 minutes. So I will create in front of you right now operational plan. So I will take this facility, for example. This one, okay, and I will choose the mechanical maintenance, for example. And in mechanical, this is the issue category, and the subcategory for this category is, for example, change oil. So in the change oil, we specify the work order that's from one step. What about if I said, no, I would like to maintain the AC? So see here, when I change the issues or the maintenance, other maintenance, I specify the work order, which is consists of 3 steps. Here you have ability to choose or design the work flow that it will work with this maintenance. Choose the priority and start date. Let's say from this day till, let's say, end of this year. And here I will choose the frequency. Do I need this maintenance or operations daily, weekly, monthly, or counter pays? All of them available. So let's say I will take it as a weekly, each Sunday and each Wednesday. And please generate work order before one day. Now let's see what's happening here. I will be preview the scheduling. System will be creating all workflows and assign it to the teams in each time I specify. Okay. And any one of the team, he can look to his duty in the calendars. Okay. So if we can see this maintenance. Okay. Now also what I have said about all these mechanisms is true about also the assets itself. Now we are separated the facility rather than assets. All of them, they have all these kind of operations. But the great things that we locate the assets inside the facility. So I know that's pump station or pump water, it's in this station. So I know each and everything. For example, this asset, and it has all operations and for like assets and all these kind of things. I give a brief about the system. Okay. I might now stop recording. Then I can take your